I got you coffee.
Thank you.
Was it too hot?
How long have you been here?
Since 6 a.m. I've just been thinking about how I'm a disappointment to 5-year-old Everett. All he ever wanted was to be the president of his university student government.
This is just a stab at your reputation.
If no one comes forward, I'm gonna be impeached. And YouGov might not exist.
I think it's best if you're not here during interrogations. I'll update you when it's over.
When will it be over?
Don't care. Kind of thing.
So we all got the email threatening to add a strike to our record if we didn't show up?
No, I got the one offering me free tuition. I'm kidding.
Read the room.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Diana, a student detective with Campus Security. I'll be speaking with each of you today regarding last night's YouGov event and unfortunate post. I'm not here to get any of you in trouble. I'm just here for the truth. What was that?
I believe that's what's known as a cough.
Shall we get started?
I'll go.
Thank you for volunteering to go first.
Someone had to.
So how long have you known Everett?
High school.
How did you first meet him?
I ran against him for president.
Who won?
Who do you think?
So, what do you think the questions are about?
Motive.
But I have no motive.
Dude.
Sure.
You don't seem like someone who would put in all this work just to be second best.
I prefer to see it as an opportunity.
For what?
For what? My agenda.
And what exactly is your agenda?
It was my idea to put pressure on the university to implement our bills. I had been working on a pathway since freshman year. But when President Smith wasn't convinced, that's when Everett took over. People like Everett, they mean well.
But
they hear their voice louder than those trying to critique it. Anyway, Maybe he was right. The president did finally accept his proposal.
You mean your proposal?
It became his proposal.
When you asked for the password, were you hoping that someone would log in?
Was I hoping? Let's just say I wasn't mad at it.
So, it's obviously been a little while since I've seen you.
We did see each other last night.
You're right. Oh, you're so right. Well, I mean, it's just been like, it's been a while. We haven't been in contact or anything.
I mean, I guess that's why you looked so familiar.
I mean, Hinge works in mysterious ways, so what am I supposed to do about that?
Someone please go.
There's too much giggling.
Is your AI bill the only reason you attended the event?
Well, that, and I wanted to see this all for myself.
What do you mean by all?
The colossal waste of resources.
You used to be my everything. Now you're just my something. Some things are clearer when you can see everything. Everything you gave me is in my box of things. Things are just moments co-opted by capitalism. Capitalism is nothing. Nothing could replace you when you were my everything.
That was certainly something.
It's actually called Nothing.
Is that the name or is there no title?
Yeah. Name.
The time students spend creating legislation. YouGov would save a lot of time if they just used AI to write.
Why do you care so much about YouGov implementing your bill?
Well, we can't use ChatGPT to write our assignments, so I've been testing AI in another notoriously slow sector, government. Plus, it looks good to tech companies that have already tested AI and cutting down on government bureaucracy.
So this is about an addition to your LinkedIn.
Diana, it's so much more than that. It's about being a pioneer for the future.
You consider yourself a pioneer?
You wouldn't? Who's next?
That was quick. 21 minutes! According to the military, that's the average
Are you going or not?
Ooh, a room with a dimmer light. How intimidating. What's next? Are you gonna tell me the story of the ghost of Everett's reputation? Ooh. Too soon.
You attended the event on behalf of your initiative, is that correct?
Got it. Back to business. Yes. My most recent one. I've had 3 other initiatives.
What inspired all of them?
Bio 101, Acting 101, Psych 101. No, but actually I was helping out with the BLM chapter at my high school that really gave me the courage to organize. I've just been testing out different initiatives to figure out which one's my passion.
What led you to this one?
I realized what all my initiatives had in common, overarching themes connected in roundabout ways. I believe that students should be able to explore how various subjects are intertwined.
When did you first introduce the idea to YouGov?
I tried to set up a meeting with Everett, but he wasn't taking any meetings from any student leaders, not even Brynleigh.
Hey, you're a photographer, right?
Yes.
Hey, you know what they say. Cameraman always survives.
I'm a woman.
Same idea.
Is it?
How do you know that?
We talked about it at the event.
At what point during the event?
When I got a gluten-free cookie, Brynleigh and Drew were like staring at each other like you were in some like mid-grade rom-com.
Did you bring up the meetings or did Brynleigh?
I interjected. I'm in Sociology 101 right now, and we have an assignment to break a social norm, so consider social norm broken.
I'll go.
You were the photographer for the event, is that correct?
Yes,
What was your assignment?
to take candid photos.
And did you know that the university photographer was going to be there?
I knew there was gonna be another photographer, yeah, but I didn't work with her. I just know that she takes university photos, but usually for alumni events.
How do you know that?
My dad's on the alumni board, but YouGov hired me.
How did you end up in the photo then?
The photographer pulled me into the photo.
Do you know why?
Something about needing even numbers on both sides of Everett.
Even numbers of...
Come on.
You saw the photo. You get it. I just ask the questions. The photographer wanted a diversity photo. We can all see it.
So you trying to launch a startup or something?
I'm trying to further develop AI. If you can't beat them, join them.
Sounds like the bandwagon effect. Psych 101.
You seem ready to offer up a whole story here. How do I know you're not being a faulty narrator? We're all faulty narrators. As a photographer and cinematographer, you only see what I compose in the shot. Anything else could be happening right outside the frame. You're a film student, right? With a minor in photojournalism. That's where they teach us how to uncover the truth. Well then, what do you think is the truth?
See you on the other side. I like your ring.
Thank you. You attended the event on behalf of your sorority, is that correct?
Yes, I'm DEI chair.
Do you feel that YouGov respects your DEI work?
I mean, I guess it's hard when you look like this. When you're hot, because people focus more on your looks than what you're saying. Kidding! It's because of sexism.
So are you hoping to work more with YouGov?
I do have this big DEI initiative I'm hoping President Smith can implement. I want affirmative action in sororities to help increase diversity.
Have you presented the idea to YouGov?
I tried, but my sorority sisters keep saying it's not my project to champion.
Who says that?
Are you asking me their race?
I know what you're doing.
And that is?
You're setting up Brynleigh.
Why would I do that?
You're flirting with her as a cover.
A cover? A cover for what?
Look, Brynleigh, I'm not here to question your initiative. I'm just trying to understand why you attended the event.
People keep saying I shouldn't be doing diversity work. Isn't the whole point for everyone to care? They call me a white feminist. I can't help it if I'm white and a feminist.
Who calls you a white feminist?
One of my sorority sisters heard Bria and Everett saying it after a meeting.
Do you even want to work with Bria and Everett?
It's called politics, Diana.
You have information. I want to know who told you those things about Everett.
And what makes you think that I have this so-called information?
You're too relaxed. Too prepared for all this. You knew this was gonna happen.
You trying to blackmail him?
I need to know who knows what. as his vice president.
Of course you do. And what's in it for me?
Drew? You're up.
Excuse me, Madam Vice President. All right. I'm ready when you are.
You're a business student, right?
Mm-hmm. With concentration in finance.
But you were there as a representative for the theater troupe, correct?
Yeah. I'm treasurer.
So you're a theater kid?
No, like theater kid adjacent, maybe.
Of course, theater kid adjacent. So how has the theater troupe been hoping to work with YouGov?
Funding. The smoke machines don't really pay for themselves.
How could YouGov help with that?
We thought that getting the university's administration would give us bigger donors.
Couldn't you speak with business school alumni?
No, yeah. Business people don't tend to be interested in this sort of like extracurricular, you know?
Well, you seem to be. At least adjacently.
What's going on with you and Drew?
What do you mean?
We've all seen.
I appreciate your concern, but me and Drew, it's just fun and games.
Certainly one of those.
Look, okay. If I tell you something, you gotta promise me that it's gonna stay between us, okay?
Naturally.
So our past two treasurers left us almost completely bankrupt, and now it's basically my job to suddenly fund all of these shows. So maybe going through YouGov might not seem like the most efficient plan of action here, but I'm trying to make sure that we play both the short and the long game.
So if this is the long game, then what's the short game?